Welcome to SVG-TV News and Sports for Tuesday, July 15, 2025. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. Emancipation celebrations and the highly anticipated Cricket Festival will be officially launched this evening at the Arnorsville playing field. The festival is part of a broader series of emancipation activities and is being held in honor of regional cricket legends following a proposal by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. Speaking at a recent news conference, Prime Minister Gonsalves described the event as a double celebration that marks historic West Indies cricket victories, specifically the 1965 series win and the 1975 World Cup, a triumph.
The 60th anniversary of the first time that the West Indies cricket team became the unofficial world champions in Test cricket when we beat Australia 2-1 in the 1965 competition at home. First time we were the voted champions of Test cricket since 1928, when we started to play Test cricket officially, 1965. So that's 60 years. May actually, the middle of May, 1965. And then, 50 years ago, we became the World Cup cricket champions for the One Day International, with a team led by Clive Lloyd. The one that won the unofficial championship in 1965 was led by Garfield Sobel.
The Prime Minister said he wrote letters regarding the 1965 victory and the 1975 World Cup win, expressing his disappointment in cricket icons who were previously recognized, and the upcoming cricket festival will be different. He noted that the initiative is being led by the Ministry of Tourism and Culture to ensure a truly meaningful celebration.
The Cricket West Indies apparently did something at a dinner with some of the legends in the usual Weeper Awards. They tack it on now. I really think that is to you don't tack on something like that, man. That is de minimis. That ain't, it's unworthy of this sort of a occasion. We have to know history and understand it and see how it infuses us to carry us forward and lift us. We have in this cricket festival, so you see, and it's around the emancipation time too, because cricket in the Caribbean has been an instrument of national liberation. You must never forget that.
This evening's launch will feature a live team draft during which 4 competing teams, the Kingston Kings, Windward Warriors, Leeward Lions, and Grenadines Whalers, will select their players. Each team will be captained by a distinguished Vincentian cricketer and paired with a West Indies or international cricket legend. Adding prestige and excitement to the event, organizers say the launch will blend sport and culture, promising one of the most meaningful and memorable celebrations of emancipation and regional cricket heritage to date. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Gonsalves has voiced a strong opposition to a proposal by Cricket West Indies to have an external company operate the regional lottery across Caribbean nations. Speaking on the WFM Issues at Hand program on Sunday, the Prime Minister revealed that the matter was brought up at a recent CARICOM Heads of Government meeting held in Jamaica. He said he sought clarification on the proposal as it is still under consideration by CWI.
So I had to raise it on the floor of the conference. And to make it clear that whoever wants to get involved in that can get involved in that. But St. Vincent and the Grenadines will not be getting involved in that. I know of a proposal, and I know this proposal has been discussed. A presentation was made, but I know no decision, as far as I know, has been made. People may be interested in it in some parts of the region. In the year 2025, I don't need any American to run my lotto. So I make that pellucid. who want to have that happen, that they can do that.
Dr. Gonzalez emphasized that St. Vincent and the Grenadines already has its own national lottery system, while he acknowledged that there could be discussions about providing financial support to CWI through existing national mechanisms. He firmly rejected the idea of allowing an external operator to manage such a venture in the country.
If Cricket West Indies wants a contribution from our lotto to do something, that's a matter we can discuss. You understand where I'm coming from? Because the same gentleman with the firm is not unknown in this region, an American. He had come to me before. In fact, he had come to me with my brethren of blessed memory, Kendue. And I said to him, I said, why don't you try to bring a factory or a hotel to St. Vincent? You come in to involve yourself in gambling in my country with special lotto and also these video slot machines. That's what they want to put. That's what they want to put. And if I'm talking here, and by making it public, I'm contributing to torpedoing it, I'll be happy. I don't mind my back broad. I can take licks from whoever want to give me licks. But I always
And the Prime Minister further disclosed that an individual associated with the proposed regional lottery initiative had reached out expressing interest in launching the venture in St. Vincent and Grenadines, but he declined the proposal. CWI has suggested that a portion of the proceeds from the proposed lottery would go towards sustaining and developing cricket in the region. However, Prime Minister Gonzalez remains firm in his stance that any such plan must be consistent with a national interest and sovereignty. We hear that from a Member of Parliament for North Leeward, Roland Patel Matthews, has criticized the Unity Labour Party, the ULP, for what he describes as long-standing neglect of North Leeward, particularly in the Spring Village community. Speaking at a New Democratic Party village meeting over the weekend, Matthews claimed that recent road works in the area are politically motivated, coming only because general elections are due this year. Matthews said he added that an NDP government will continue infrastructure improvements across the constituency.
Spring Village is one of those communities in North Leeward for donkey years. My 10 years in Parliament and the 10 years before I elected, 10 years, over 20 odd years, we have been making the noise to improve the roads going to the farms. But they wait until this year when they know they're going to lose. But hear what? They started, we are going to finish it. Dr. Shallow will finish it. The New Democratic Party will finish it. Because we know that when they decide to ring that bell, they are going to lose. And we are going to win. So what they started based on our nudging for them to start it, we are going to finish it.
Matthews, who served as a parliamentary representative while in opposition, said it had been an uphill battle to get central government to carry out basic maintenance in North Leeward.
We had the road falling apart. The evidence was there before it got that worse. And I asked the government, Minister of Works at the time, Julian Francis, when are they going to do something about that road because it is falling apart? You know what his response was? He said the engineers have checked it and it is only settling. Hence the reason why it cracks. It settles so much that vehicle can't pass a breakaway. Brothers and sisters, total neglect for this constituency. They only care about us every 5 years when they think they can fool us in getting us to vote for them. But too long into that, the change is inevitable. The change is coming and nothing they can do to stop it because the people will demand a change, and the change will happen.
And the NDP's candidate for North Leeward in the upcoming general elections, Dr. Kishore Shallow, also addressed the meeting. He assured the residents that under an NDP administration, Spring Village and the broader constituency would see significant development.
We used to make $1 when the vans and so on pass. Out of business. If you live in Charles Village, you had to walk all the way up here by the bridge to catch a van. Disruption of life and total inconvenience. And I say to you people, we cannot afford for that to continue, and we have to show this government that we deserve better. And the last thing I would say on Spring Village is, as a little boy, I journeyed many Sundays to Spring Village with my mother. Many of you know Debbie. I remember coming by my granny up the road here, come see. You all know come see. And we used to be in Spring Village Sundays, and I used to look forward to that. And I saw then a vibrant community. Nothing compared to now. And tonight, I stand here and I pledge on my mother's grave that when we are elected, we are going to transform this community into what it really should be.
The meeting was one in a series of community engagements by the NDP as it seeks to build momentum ahead of the anticipated 2025 general elections. Farik Short, owner and operator of Union Food Processing, his startup business captured the first place prize in the Men's Empowerment Project Business Pitch Competition held today at the Center for Enterprise Development, Inc. conference room. Short emerged the winner from among 5 finalists in the competition, which was held under the Technical Assistance for Men's Employment and Entrepreneurship Development TAMID project being executed by the CED with funding from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Short, whose business produces a variety of processed hams and sausages, will receive a cash grand prize of 15,000 EC dollars. The second place winner, Eric Clark of Terry's Poultry and Meats, which specializing in providing fresh whole chicken and beef, will be awarded 10,000 EC dollars. The competition was one of the major highlights of the project, which commenced in January. The project was developed by the CED to equip male entrepreneurs with the skills necessary for sustainable growth and development in their enterprises. It is focused on 3 key components: personal and professional development, mentorship, and financial grants. The other finalists were Hatim Farrell of Hatim Farrell Couture, Jesse D'Souza of Vibes Concrete Products and Services, and Rashawn Richardson of Egnotic Services Limited. The TAMID project will culminate on Friday, July 18th with a closing and grand ceremony at the lecture hall of the UWI Global Campus at 9 a.m. A total of 36 entrepreneurs who completed the 6-month project will receive financial grants that will be used to improve and expand their businesses. Here, that Chief Executive Officer of the Carnival Development Corporation, Rodney Small, has expressed satisfaction with the return of a strong family-oriented atmosphere to this year's Vincy Mas celebrations, an element he believes contributed significantly to the overall success of the 2025 festival. On radio today, Small, who oversaw the national festival for the first time in his role as CEO, shared his reflections on what was widely considered a vibrant and well-received carnival season.
But all in all, I think we've created a nice marriage in terms of creating the family atmosphere. Right. I mean, with the Coney Island and, of course, appreciating what is happening on stage. But I must say, and I must emphasize, the Mass Builders did a really, really good job, not just for Junior Carnival, but, I mean, for Mass in general. I mean, so we must big them up. And I mean, I like some of the presentation. I think I saw Mirage. Mirage came very early, and they had a section with standard. Mm-hmm. So I felt good seeing a child with a standard in their hand. We really don't see standards anymore in some of the sections. Right. I mean, especially for kids. So that really gave us a really good feeling to see that person still appreciate that aspect of the creativity of building Mass. But yeah, it was really good. A nice event. Is something that we're going to keep. I mean, something that we're going to keep having conversation with in terms of the Carnival Bands Incorporated Association, with Garth being the president. we want to see how much we can keep enhancing that show.
Looking ahead, Small revealed plans to expand the cultural education aspect of Carnival, particularly through partnerships with schools.
One of the future plans we have is how we can incorporate some of the mass building in the art program at the secondary schools and even the primary schools. I mean, so we don't wait until next year to try and engage people, but it's really to see how we can go into the schools in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and talk about mass building. You know what I mean? Not so much, I mean, the wire bending would come, but obviously at a higher level. But from the primary level and the secondary level, it's really to see how we can incorporate some of this mass building and where it coming from in terms of the, you have to sketch it for us, then somebody have to do the drawings and all these stuff and make it an incorporation with the art program that is happening in the schools.
He also assured the public that work has already begun to improve next year's festivities, which will run from June 26th to July 7th. The Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force is once again hosting its annual police summer program, offering a safe and productive outlet for children during the school break. Speaking during NBC's Radio Police on the Beat program last evening, Corporal of Police Garrett Doppel highlighted the importance of the initiative. According to Corporal Doppel, the program plays a vital role in youth development, giving children an opportunity to express themselves in a secured and structured environment.
Well, let's say that the police summer program, it is a very good program where the outreach to individuals, kids, are there to focus them on a good path. We know that during the summer there's a long break. They can be idle, they could get in trouble, and the program that is being offered by the police youth group, the police force, it offers a way of keeping them in check for this long summer program.
Sergeant of Police Stephen Billy also weighed in, explaining that the program is designed to keep children grounded in real-world experiences and not solely immersed in digital or online platforms.
Well, when we say summer program, we have members from the BAN and the Anti-Trafficking Persons Unit, but of course we also have the Coast Guard summer program. And when we look and analyze these programs, what we can say is that the police summer programs are geared to meaningfully engage our youth, right? We want to keep them in check. We understand that this is a social media era, and if left to themselves, a lot of persons will spend most of their times inside a house, locked away, either playing some game on social media, scrolling, or there are persons who might influence them into behaviors and activities that might be illegal or immoral, or activities that young people should not, really get involved in. The police summer programs are designed to foster a holistic development of our nation's youth and guide them in a path where we can bring them together. They can socialize in a supervised manner, and they can engage in activities that teaches them for leadership and prepare them for leadership and give them an opportunity to have fun in a safe environment.
He further outlined the various activities, including the camps, such as educational lectures and interactive sessions that help shape the minds and attitudes of today's youth.
The police youth club, as I said, we camp differently. So we have sports. That's one part of it. So we have netball, cricket, football, right? So we keep them. We also have sightseeing and things like that, where we take our youth to different areas in a learning environment, but at the same time, for instance, this year we are planning to take them to the agriculture station out there in Orange Hill, because we're camping in Georgetown, right? And we want to also, once we get the permission, to take them to Braxa out in Georgetown. So we want to give them a different outlook, a different aspect of society. Plus there will be persons coming in, like from the Anti-Trafficking Persons Unit, from the Sexual Offences Unit. And we want to invite other facilitators to speak to them about different topics, be it hygiene, be it conflict resolution, be it self-esteem, be it cyberbullying, all these things, we want to bring toward. These are the programs that we have. And as I said, it's a structured and timed program. So with all that said, we're also teaching them time management.
Now, a staple of the police force's community outreach efforts, the summer program continues to serve as a critical bridge between law enforcement and the younger population, fostering positive relationships, social development, and personal growth. Meanwhile, the St. Vincent and Grenadines Coast Guard Service has officially launched its 31st annual youth development program under the the team Shaping Our Youths for Life's High Seas. This long-standing initiative, now a hallmark of youth engagement in the country, aims to empower young people with practical life skills and values to help them navigate life's challenges with confidence and discipline. This year, 50 young participants have enrolled in the program, joining a supportive network that includes members of the Coast Guard High Command, instructors, facilitators, sponsors, and community leaders. The program is known for instilling values such as leadership, teamwork, and civic responsibility in participants through hands-on training and mentorship. The first phase of the summer program covers a diverse curriculum including a CPR and first aid training, maritime navigation, environmental conservation, conflict resolution, professional etiquette, and team building exercises. These components are carefully designed to foster resilience, discipline, and a sense of purpose in each participant. In a show of community and corporate support, the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines BOSVG contributed 6,000 AC dollars to the program. Additional support came from representatives of Sagicor, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Port Authority, and the Win and Sea Yacht Company, who also participated in the launch event today. During their remarks, several partners underscored the importance of embracing emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, as tools for creativity and learning, while remaining aware of their limitations and ethical implications. Launched in the early 1990s, the Coast Guard Youth Development Summer Program has grown into one of the nation's most impactful youth initiatives. It continues to play a vital role in cultivating the next generation of leaders, guided by the principles of respect, service, and excellence, with the continued support of dedicated sponsors, instructors, and families. The program is not only developing maritime and life skills, but also fostering a deeper sense of national pride and civic duty among Vincentian youth.